I'm here. Hello. Hi, Stephen. Good to see you. Let me know who all else is here. I see there are 10 people. Say hi, everybody. This is a rare occasion. I have absolutely nothing to talk about, but I just thought I would come in and say hi on a channel that doesn't get used often. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Shanna. Hi, Susie. Dustin. Hi. Patricia with a C. Hi. Oh, my goodness. I was expecting one person, a moderator. Glad to see. Glad to see everybody. Hope your weekend was fun. Ours was the same as usual. Just me sitting and watching my iPad all day. Oh, so tonight we were supposed to have a live with my friend John Yates to do Seeking Sister Wives recap, and he's having issues with the internet there where he's at. So it's just me here, and I don't have a lot to say. Um, Hey, MLS, good to see you. Wow. Yes, it is I. It is the one that graced your chat, MLS. Good to see you. Let's see here. So my eyes are bad. I'm struggling to see. Hey, Mel Mac. My goodness, good to see you. I haven't seen a lot of names in a lot of long time. Oh, let's see. See, was it hello to what does it say? Sorry, my eyes. Oh, so long time no talk to everyone. Hey, Celine. Oh my, Celine, good to see you. Yes, what a lovely surprise. I have absolutely nothing to say. I just thought I would come in and see how everybody's doing. And for the trial watcher people, I have absolutely no idea what's going on in the trial world. I have been not doing much at all, looking here or there. Hi, Corzer. Good to see you. Wow, long time no see, hon. Wow. I see you're still on my Discord. I'll say hi and DM there to you too. Uh, yes, we have MLS with us. I was on my days. I can never remember what day. Autism does not allow me to remember days. So I never know what day I'm on. It was either last night or the night before. I think it was last night that I was gracing the presence of a chat that I saw it in my thing. I said, I'm just going to go take a look. And then lo and behold, I knew somebody on that panel. Wendy H. I nearly fainted. I'm like, oh, wait, I know Wendy H. So MLS and is a pretty cool channel. Um, if one of the moderators want to drop his link, that would rock. They like the same stuff I do, law and Legos. I don't know why I never thought about the combination of that. I have Legos that I need to put together. As you can see, wait, right behind my head, right there, there's a Lego set that I still need to put together. And there's one over there that I still need to put together down there on the bottom. Wait, right there. So, and there's probably one hiding behind me. But I have this thing for putting, when people give me Lego sets as a gift, that I put them on my shelf as decoration instead of putting them together. I need to stop doing that. My son says, you need to put the Legos together, mother. That's why we give them to you. Okay, fine. So I will have to start doing that. I started one. I have the Millennium Falcon. It's in a gigantic bucket because I started it, and then halfway through, something came up, and I think it was the pandemic that came up, and you think I would have done it then, but no, I didn't. I didn't do anything with it, and it's still sitting in a bucket. I said, well, I can't do it now. I don't know where I stopped. How would I know? It's huge. So my son says, we will help you. We will help you put your Legos together. So I have to drag that one out too and see if I can assemble it. Yes, I'm going to need help because once I stop a project, it's like, oh, now I can't remember where to start. So yeah, and sadly, I opened all the packages, so all of the Lego pieces are all in the same. It's a mess, but my sons like that kind of stuff. So we'll see if we ever get it put together. But the one I want to put together is probably down here, which you can't see it. I think it's on this side. It's a Yoda. As you can tell, I like Yoda. So, anywho, that's all I got about me. That's what my life is now. Legos, knitting, crochet, and watching TV. Oh, well, it's okay. Oh, let's see. Steven says, you are incredibly popular tonight. Shocking. uh, and I recently started a 500-piece puzzle and promptly did 3 more with my daughter. It was actually quite fun. I think that means I'm old. Oh my gosh, I love puzzles. In fact, I love puzzles so much, I have a puzzle piece on my arm. It's actually a friend tattoo. It's a puzzle piece that represents autism, and it's purple because my favorite color is purple, and well, red, but purple and red, yeah, anyway. So, and the sunflower on top represents my friend's flower. So, yes, I actually did I have more puzzle pieces coming for more tattoos. All of my friends that are close and family that are close to me get to make me a tattoo with puzzle pieces on it. Or, like something that they make or that's their thing, and then I can put it on the puzzle piece. And it represents them and me and our friendship. On my other arm, I have unicorns that represent my husband and myself. He's the one in the back. I'm the colorful one in the front. So, and yes, there is a rainbow. But anyway, let's see. How is everybody doing? Are y'all doing anything fun this week? I hope so. Stephen says, I have a relative, age 4, recently diagnosed as being on the spectrum. I'm trying to learn more. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Very happy. I mean, I have it's once you figure out what's going on with you and why you do what you do, regardless of how old you are when you find out. Some people don't find out until late in life because of circumstances or whatever. It's always awesome when you finally find, hey, Aussie Amy, long time no see. Hey, it's great to find out, and especially if you have children on the spectrum as well. It's, usually a lot of times parents will find out their own, spectrum dwelling is what I call it, when they get their kids diagnosed, because all of a sudden everything just kind of falls into place. The stuff that was said about you when you were little kind of go, oh, so I wasn't really cute like a butterfly. I was flapping like a bird. Okay, I got it. I understand now. And all the things. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you learn once your family gets their diagnosis, and then you start learning about others in your past history, your family, and all of a sudden you have a lot of relatives that you're like, you and I are quite a bit alike. Now I know why. So anyway, Aussie Amy, good to see you. Awesome. And Beverly says, finally stopped raining there. We have a little bit of precipitation going on here. It's not, we don't, I hear that it's pretty bad that there's a nor'easter, or however you pronounce that, going on in the New York area up that way, and New Jersey, and, or something coming. I don't know if it's happening yet, but I heard that there's supposed to be a storm coming. I don't know if we get it. We do get nor'easters here, but anywho. And yes, Stephen, so much to learn. I never stop learning. There's always something new. I always, it takes me a long time to get past what I was raised to do, and that's something called masking. So that, it's like when you tell your kid, sit on your hands so you don't move so much or whatever. That's you being told that what you're doing is annoying to everyone around you and you must stop right away. So learn to sit on your hands, or stop rocking. You're rocking the camper. That's what I heard all the time. Stop rocking. I can't help it. And so I've learned over the past 30 years of being away from how I was raised that it's okay to be me, and it's okay if I have to do the things that help me cope with, and a coping, I don't know if that's the right word, but help me get through with the sensory stuff, because there is a lot of sensory stuff. And you will notice that I never sit still, ever. On lives with John, I have to force myself to sit still. I have to sit here like this, try to keep myself stationary. Oh, Miranda Smith, hi. Let's see. There's a chat, not able to chat, but I'll be listening. Good to see you, Miranda. Glad you're with us. And Amy says we are all different. That's what makes us unique. And yeah, I'm a proponent not for awareness of autism, but acceptance. You know, let somebody be the way they are. If they're away, if you know something happens or something, and you kind of go, "What the heck was that? What did you just do?" Just let them do it. Don't even make it. Don't even pretend like they did nothing. Just pretend. Just let them do their stuff. I raised my sons that way. Do you, and whatever you need to do as far as your stimming stuff, you do it. And if people don't like it, that's on them. If they can't handle it, that's on them. So yeah, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I do the best I can. Celine says, it has been so long. Hope life is good. I am in bed, ready for sleep. Yes, Celine is UK time. Yeah, you have work tomorrow. I have a fun day tomorrow of stuff that, family stuff going on later on in the day. And Stephen Crisco's is that how it's Crisco, like as in the Crisco stuff you cook with? I think that's how that's pronounced. Sorry. Conforming is overrated. Celebrate uniqueness. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. I like I always say, a person who takes um medication or stuff for stuff that they have going on with them, like with autism or whatever, they take that for you, not for them. Because inside me, I'm good. I'm absolutely good with how I am. I'm good with all the sensory stuff. I do, there are days when it's like kind of more rough than others. But even in that, I have stimming to help me cope with it. And that's what my sons also have the same thing. And we don't judge each other for it. We let them do what they got to do to get through. Hi, Jane. Good to see you. Jane says, oh, nope, I missed it. Oh, hi, Melby. Hi. She says, hey, Addie, you taught me so much about U.S. law watching from the U.K. Good to have you. Anything you learned from me came from the network, because that's where I got all the information. I am not a lawyer. I pretend to be one online. Just kidding. I don't. So, hi, Barbie. Thank you. Yes, hit the like button. This is pretty cool. I was expecting one person and I have 23, and I'm very happy. I'm glad you guys are here. Sometime when I have an actual subject, it won't be so all over the place, hopefully. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and doing my own stuff. Not that I ever was in the swing of doing my own stuff, but I would like to try. Oh, Valhalla. Oh, okay. So you guys know them. I don't know how. I think I must have gone on or found their channel, the MLS channel, and then subscribed to it, and then forgot that I did, which is something I do a lot. But yeah, when I walked in there, oh, yep. Hey, well, I keep missing it. There you go. On occasion. So Val, I think I saw you on panel with them, right? With Wendy. I think I remember seeing that name, because every time I see the word Valhalla, I start singing, Valhalla's calling me. I'm married to a Scandinavian Viking type of man. And we like a lot of the Vikings music that we play on Friday nights when I'm doing my sensory stuff. Friday night is sensory night for me. And I used to actually do, if you look in my stuff for my videos, you'll see a lot of Fun Friday stuff. That's what I call Friday nights. Fun Friday. That's a lot of me in my basement that my husband created for me, that has lights flashing, lots of bass, and lots of loudness. And the house rumbles. It's in a basement, so the neighbors can't hear, but I get to have fun. So that's what we do on Friday nights. My one night that I allow myself to get all my flappies out. So, but yes, I don't know if anybody dropped MLS's channel in our uh, link in the chat. See if I can find it. Ooh. I know hold on one second. Let me see. Yeah, I lost track of it. Well, if one of you got one of you guys can grab that, that'd rock. So, yeah, I had no idea. I can't. I'm gonna go back and look at some of the lives and stuff and see how your channel is and stuff like that, and see what you got going on over there. It's pretty cool. I never, and I love the background you guys use. The Legos. When it popped up, I went, yes, I get reaction from Legos. Is that normal? No. Is that okay? Yes. Who? Who? Wait, hold on, Jane. Oh. I would have to be more. I'm working on what to do with this channel. I have a lot of likes. I like true crime stuff. I like trial stuff, and I like the reality TV stuff. But I was using reality TV with John because that was like, my day job was one thing, and then that was stuff I did outside of it. I did, having fun or whatever. And I still want to do all that. I will continue, of course, doing stuff with John. Hopefully, if we can go live later on tonight. If not, then I think we're going to try for tomorrow, or unless it falls with when I have stuff to do with family. But I kind of want to, decide what I want to do with this thing and this channel. I'm going to stop changing the name of it. I know that it's going to stay the way it is now. And, I figure I can change the background as opposed to changing the name, which is so if we go live and, John comes over here or anybody else wants to do stuff over here, I can make the background be whatever we want and don't have to change the name of the channel. So anyway, I don't know, 500 subs. I don't have that much to say. Let's see. You're steering the Starship Enterprise in your office. Oh. Ah, there it is. Is that it? Yes, there it is. Thank you, Susie. I couldn't find it. I don't find things well under stress. So, Addie is a super. No, I'm not. No. Thank you for thinking I do, but hey, Wicked, good to see ya. Carol O'Neill, I'm miss checking you every morning for trials list for the day. Yes, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm still not there in my mind yet. I'm hoping to be. I'm trying to be. I woke up this morning going, I'm gonna be over this. When you leave something you've done for a long time, there's a period of, I call it the period of mourning. So I'm still in that period of mourning, but I'm getting more and more out of it. So we'll see. I don't know. Finding stuff to talk about, that's the thing where I kind of struggle with a little bit on my own. So I'll have to figure it out. I'll talk with my girls, my mods, and maybe we can come up with some stuff and figure out what to do with this channel. But I will, on the nights where it's reality TV stuff, that will be John and me streaming together at the same time. So on his channel and on mine. So everyone knows I've said the story, or I started the channel for Kathy Resson when she was called Court Chatter. And so the original channel is the main channel for them. Yes, I started it for her, and that's, I'm nobody any greater than anybody else. Like I say, I'm the lowest person on the totem pole with my butt dragging the ground. I had a great lot of people to work with, and I'm eternally grateful. And it's, stuff changes, and it is what it is. But yeah, that was that channel. There, along the way, we put together 3 other channels. Hi, Linda, my moderator, Linda, longtime friend, forever friend, Linda. And we have, I think, Mal, No Wine Mal is also in here. Sorry if I missed you. So says it's okay. Trials, talk, crime, you'll flourish. Hopefully what I'll do is I'll get people to come on with me so I'm not so boring by myself. Ah. And I know you love great food with the captain. Yes, my husband does. He had a channel with a friend of theirs for a while, but he's too busy with work. So he struggled with trying to do stuff outside of work, but they would do cooking together on a channel that I don't even know if it's still up. I haven't checked. I don't know if he took it down or not. But he and John want to do or thinking about or have thought about doing some Star Trek on the Star Wars. He's the Star Trek stuff together. My husband is a Trekkie, and John is too. And my husband says, no one knows more than I do about Star Trek. And John says, I bet I do. It's going to be fun. I hope they can kind of do that kind of thing together. That would be fun. It says, you are the cat. Oh, the video with the meatballs. So the channel that they had created was called Cooking After Dark. And it was a lot of, fun stuff. It was all in jest. It was a joke, kind of having fun with food. And there were a couple of times where I was in the video, and one of them was me eating very large meatball. He made this gigantic meatball, and I had to come in and eat the thing on camera. Yes, they put the filmed themselves doing stuff, and then I edited it and uploaded it and stuff for his channel. But it was fun watching them make food and have fun with food. Yes, ooh la la. Steven says that you know a lot about Star Trek. I know. I watch it with my husband. I enjoy both. I like Star Trek and Star Wars, but I've always been more of a Star Wars person, and he's less of a Star Wars person. So, but we always enjoy each other's whenever a movie or show comes out or whatever, we enjoy them together. Oh, the Mandalorian. I love the Mandalorian stuff. Oh, that's Baby Yoda is my thing. So what's a better gift, a replicator or the Force? Replicator, baby. Oh my goodness. Yes, I absolutely would love a replicator. Yes. And so would my husband, who pretty much like that. Though he likes cooking, it would be nice to have the ability to just, tell it what you want to make, and 10 seconds later you get it. Oh, so says I had my own concordance listed every episode with stardate. Yes, my husband has a whole book set or something or other that on Star Trek. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a gigantic book, and it's pretty awesome. So he says Mandalorian was the jam. That is actually, it is so good. I love it. Yes. Stephen, replicator. So, but so so anybody who follows the trials, what trials are out there that are starting soon? Do you have any? Are there any names or anything? I haven't looked yet. Kind of wanted to see what y'all thought, about what's out there, what's coming. I know that there was a hearing I saw. I don't remember who it was. Maybe one of my moderators may know. I'm trying to get my brain back into the game. And if I talk about it, maybe that will help. My husband has tribbles, Stephen. He has two. He has a mama tribble and a baby tribble, and they make noise. And then if I hold it, it makes, the noise that when tribbles don't like, was it Klingons, I think it is? When they don't like somebody to make a screechy noise, it does that when I hold it. I wonder why. That's probably because I'm kind of rough. No, I'm not soft. I Anyway, but it's cute. The video, there's a video on the front of my page that I did where my husband's talking about, it's a little clip, a short one of, a love song. It's like, being married to me and whatever. And then at this one point, he starts talking about me and I hold up a thing in front of my face. That's the tribble. That's the mama tribble that is his. It was over here on the table and I grabbed it and hid behind it because he was saying stuff that was embarrassing me. Public displays of affection in front of people. Hi Abe, good to see you. So Arizona versus George Kelly. It's been spicy. When did that start? How are they? Four? I think I'm trying to remember. Is it a couple days in? 4 days in? I guess I will need to take a look. So, Linda, we'll have to look into that. You may have already put that in our Discord chat. I don't know. I can't remember. But let's see. Abe says, started Friday. They did opening statements so far, and that's all. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, okay. So that means, they're back tomorrow. What time do they have a starting time for that one? Used to have a diagram of a Vulcan and his innards. It sold well. I love that. Smash the like button. Thank you, Wiki. Yes, by the way, Wicked, in my head, I call you Wiki, just so you know. So if it pops out and I don't realize I said it, there you go. So let's see. I'm waiting to find out when that one starts. So Friday it started. So like he said, Friday it started with opening statements. So it's 9 a.m. Pacific. Okay. All right. Oh. Dang, this thing moves fast. Thank you. I think it's 9 a.m. Okay. I'm sure Linda and Mal probably told me already all about it, but my rememberer has been unavailable this week. Oh, it's good to see you, Abe. I'm glad you're over here. So, Mel says, oh, I love nicknames. They're the best. Oh, yes. I never call anyone by the name that they're given. Like my dogs don't have the name that I originally gave them, or I call them. My sons, well, sometimes I call my sons by the dog's name, but that's another story. But I do make up nicknames for everyone and every animal, and it might change throughout their life. So depends on my whim. Hi, Tina. Good to see you. So Nettie Cakes asks, how do you feel about the Kohberger case starting in 2025? Wow, they pushed it off that far? Holy smokes. Is that the date they said for it? I guess so, Susie. Yikes. Does it keep getting delayed? Is that the problem? Wicked says Gracie has about 15. You should see her doggy. Grace, you're so blinking cute. Oh my goodness. If you guys see us up on John's panel, be sure and if you'll one of my mods, please drop John's channel in the chat. Um, we got she has the cutest little dog. You can see us when we go on John's lives. That'll be if I'm doing reality stuff. You'll see us up there with Wicked and some of John's other. Sophie, my Sophie. Hi, Soph. My Soph. How you doing, babe? There you go. There's John's channel. Thank you. Thank you, MTT. Hi, MTT. Good to see you. Oh, oh my goodness, she's so cute. Cute haircut. We had a Yorkie for 16 and a half years. He was a sweet boy. That was our first baby before we even had kids. And he 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 we kept him cut, but otherwise his hair would grow and he'd look like a frazzled. You ever seen that one cat photo of the frazzled cat? That's what he would look like sometimes, unless I, you know, got him in, got a nice good shave on him. So we had to keep his hair short, as you know, I couldn't do the long, take care of the Yorkie's long hair thing. Right now we have a doodle. I have a Labradoodle, and he gets his hair, he goes to the salon and gets the full salon treatment. And he has to, because I can't do that myself. It's a lot. So my other two dogs are Chiweenies, and they don't have long hair, so it's easier to take care of. How you doing, Sophie? So I have to get into the habit of checking to make sure that others aren't live before I start. I didn't do it this time, but I tried to keep it in John's time slot that we had said we were gonna try to go live on earlier. So I'm sorry if anyone is live that we know, and so am I. I will check next time. So I'm glad you're good. I'm not glad it's been a long day. I'm glad that you're good. Oh wait, what did I miss? Who does? Wait. Oh, yes. She was saying that you were saying your puppy. Oh my goodness. Does your dog like stuffed animals? Like, do they go crazy over stuffed animals? My Labradoodle. Oh my goodness. He'll go through his favorite toy so far is the lamb chop. We started him out with a smaller one. He still has the carcass of that. And then we gradually went up in size until we got to the biggest one. And that one he still has intact. He has not gutted it yet, but he guts everything. I have fluff. He's got fluff everywhere. I have to go on a fluff hunt. He's adorable. I love him to death. He's the best dog. He was gifted to me. He is bred to be a service dog, and it shows, because if I have an anxiety attack or something, he gets me through it. He just automatically knows what to do to help me get through it. And I love him, and I'm glad that this friend gifted him to me. I didn't ask for. He had purchased the dog. They're not cheap. I'm not going to say how much. It was a lot. I don't know if I could or would pay that for a dog, but he ended up going into the military and asked if we wanted to take him, since we were already kind of babysitting him for a little bit through the winter, because where he was at, they were afraid he would get loose. He does tend to want to try to get loose, and yeah, he would go try to jump over the fence. So we said, okay, yes, we'll take him, and we'll babysit him for a while. And then that's when he asked if we wanted to keep him. Hey, Thursday. Let's see. Hi, King of Chaos. Good to see you. Beverly says, same Addie, have teddy bear, Bichon, and a Shih Tzu. I grew up with Shih Tzus. Shih Tzu. She has a standing grooming appointment every 2.5. Yes, yeah. Ours has a standing. I don't know what. I don't know. My husband just says what day it's on, and I promptly forget, and he remembers. That's just how it goes. I can't remember my own birthday. So yes. Oh yes. With the hair, every 6 to 8 weeks. Do you keep her short? I can hear my little dog whining. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. She wants to come in. One second. Come here. Come here. You with Mama for a minute. Come here. You can get in your bed. Over here. In your bed. Get in your bed. Okay, there we go. She's in her bed. You want to see? Come say hi? You come say hi? Come here. She's like, no, I will stay in my bed. She's a cute little Chiweenie. I got them when they were approximately 6 months old, I think. And she's getting up there in age. Oh, so he destroys the stuffies now. Yes. Oh, I have to keep my dog supplied in two things: little toys and balls. And we figured we have two dogs that like to chase, their balls and stuff. But he likes to steal everyone else's balls. So the only way we can keep him from taking our other dogs is to make sure that they're both playing with the same color ball. And then he doesn't try to take hers. He'll see, okay, it's the same thing in his mind. It's the same ball, I guess. And so that way you can throw them and he'll get his and she'll get hers. But if not, he tries to take everything. But he is these dogs, Labradoodles, have the best personality. I will say that if I had to, I would definitely probably get a second one. They are sweet. I know that they won't. When my dogs shuffle off this mortal coil, we will have to have another dog for him. He doesn't do well without, with alone. He doesn't do alone at all. I was thinking about trying to get him registered as a service dog, but he would have to go through training. And we got him when he was about a year and a half. He's had some training, mostly the first training that you get, but he naturally does things that a service dog has to do for somebody who's having issues, which is pretty awesome. And I'm very thankful for him. So Simply says, my York. Oh yes, Sophie has a Yorkie too. We are all of us at one time, or were or are part of the Yorkie clan. Oh, Yorkie pays no attention to toys. My bulldog. Oh yes, she has. I haven't seen. Your bulldog's name is Lizzie. I haven't seen her. I don't think yet. You have to send me a picture. I can't remember if I've seen what she looks like. I think is she black? I don't remember. Hey aliens, good to see you. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to see everybody here. Wow, I'm blown away. Oh, let's see. Wicked. We tried to rescue, but there were so many restrictions, so it was easier to get elsewhere. I looked for a year before we found her. Yes, both of my dogs. Actually, we had a third. He passed away a couple years ago. He was a big boy. He was a 160-pound gigantic dog. I called him the dog horse. But he got to where he couldn't get up and down our stairs. So he stayed his last year with our dear friend who took care of him. And we visited him and, up until his last moments. He was a sweetheart of a dog. We rescued him as well from a situation. It wasn't a good situation that he was in. And then the other two here, I got them. They were found. One of them was rescued I rescued her from another bad situation, and my other one was found roaming the streets in a pack when she was about 6 months old. So I took her in, and all of three of them are rescues. I wouldn't call Ollie a rescue. Ollie is my Labradoodle. He's an adoptee. He and I have that in common. We are both adopted. So, oh, wait. Oh my goodness. So, oof, oof. 6 months old and 65 pounds. Oh, yes. Our big boy, he had to go. The friend that he went to stay with helped him lose some weight. Um, we try not to, let that happen. You can see my baby. Now she wants out. You can see her here. I'll put this down. You can see her. There she is. Her name is Roxy, but I call her Rocky because I don't call anything that I name. Like I said, I don't call anything by the name that I give them. Rocky, 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 look. No, I want to go. I want out. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me put her out. She does this back and forth thing. Hold on. Go see Papa. Go see Papa. Go find Papa. He's upstairs. Go find Papa. She's used to me staying in this office all from morning to night, and I haven't been doing that lately, and so she's kind of confused. Yes, I call her Rocky. Don't ask me. I didn't really. She came with the name already, and she answered to it, so I figured I wouldn't change it and upset her by changing her name. So I kept it as Roxy. On all of her paperwork, it says that everyone in the family calls her Roxy except me. I call her Rocky, and usually in a baby voice that is probably really annoying, so I don't say it out loud. back and back and forth. Yes, I think she thinks she's a cat. She plays like a cat. Oh, let's see here. Let's see let me catch up a little bit. Just, okay, it says, oh, talking to Wicked. Okay, that happens a lot. I do home inspections for rescues, and their demands can be unreasonable. Sorry. Yeah, it's okay. She can think she's a cat. It's fine. She plays like a cat. Yeah, she'll chase stuff, and she'll chase the, if you do that spot thing that's a red laser, whatever, she'll chase that. So does he. The doodle does as well. Oh, he's upstairs with Papa right now. Uh, see, Tina says I have a gray cat, and he's full of joy. He is sitting here looking at me right now. Done lost his mind. We used to have cats. We no longer do cats because cats were cats are a lot for me. I do good with the dogs. I can take them in and out. They can go potty. I can give them their baths. I can do all the stuff. I don't know. People say cats are easier, but I didn't find it that way. I find dogs to be easier. I love both. Let's see, Great Danes are oh, that's right. It's a Dane. Oh, one of my favorite dogs. Oh my goodness, I love it. Harlequin Danes. Oh my goodness, love them. She says when we got Piper, her name was Miley. I'm not a Miley fan, but she answered to Piper right away, so I guess she likes it. Awesome. And says MTT says we got Scooby when he was 4 years old, so we got him when he was boring. Oh, yeah, Ollie was about a year. He was born on the 4th of July, so he's coming up on 3 now, I think. We've had him he was a little bit over a year when we brought him to be with us. And Wicked says, I get it. They want to find the best home for their pet. We don't have a fenced yard, but Gracie is never outside unattended. Yeah, we had to put up some stuff around our backyard because our neighbors their the electrical pole is in their backyard, so you can't put a fence on their property. And so part of our property, the fence that they built for them goes only so far, and it's open on that back. So we had to put stuff all the way around to make sure that Ollie doesn't get out. He has escaped, but every time we found, or we kept an eye on him and watched what he was doing, and any place that he tried to escape, we would, fence that in more, put stuff there so we couldn't get out. But yeah, he does. He is an escape artist. Right now, he's happy here, so I don't. He doesn't try, so he's good. And the girls, they're pretty good. We have neighbors with their dog next door, and they will bark at each other or whatever. There's a spot where we need to fix it this spring and summer where a board came off, and he'll put his head through and stick his head through the fence. So on their side, all they see is a dog with a head through the fence, and they'll come up and pet him and stuff because he's a sweetheart. But yeah, he so far so good as far as not getting out, other than the two times that he's gotten out. So Mel B says, when we got our dog from the shelter, they didn't do home inspections, but that's been years ago. We did have to sign a lot of papers. You want back? No, she wants back in. See, I told you, it's in and out, in and out. And Tina Power says, my favorite dog is a beagle or basset hounds. They are great. My dog was a beagle. Beagles are so cute. There's certain types that I just, they are, certain size or whatever. Very cute dog. Let's see. It says, Wicked says they're trying to force the best possible circumstances, but they lose sight of the home and love the animals will receive. I can sympathize with the amount of restrictions, fenced pools, etc. And my cat has committed M on a baby male kitten. Oh no! It was horrid. So we are a one cat household. Yeah, there's issues about putting male cats with other male cats. Sometimes we always had one male and then a female, and then one time we got a second female, and the two girls did not get along at all. But he got along with both of them separately. Uh, we had we had this adorable little gray cat. Those who know John Yates knows his little cat named Phoebe. She's a mini cat. She's very small. I held her, and she's tiny. She reminded me of my gray baby, our little Lucy. She was also a mini cat. It's something about they just didn't grow, and um, his Phoebe and my Lucy both never grew past a certain size. Adorable, but yeah, we miss that little Lucy. She was so cute. So Milmax says, I just want to say thank you, Addie, for coming on. We will support whichever way you go. We're just thrilled you're considering all possibilities you want to pursue. We will be here. Thank you. Luckily I get to stay at home if I so wish. My husband has said that I can do that. I can stay at home. I like working from home, so whatever I can do. If it's this, then it's this. If it's something else, and something else comes up and it's a good thing to do, then I'll do it. But I would like to be able to stay home. I was a stay-at-home mom up until, well, no, I started working with Kathy in 2015. So that's when I've always, I guess you can say I've always been a stay-at-home mom working from home. So I'm kind of scared a little bit about thinking about working on the outside. It's intimidating if you haven't done it in a long time. But I'm sure I can either, do this here or figure something else out. But the support y'all are giving is awesome. And I'm glad you guys are here listening to me prattle on about animals. And Mill says they just asked a lot of questions and we were told we could not rehome him, but would have to take him back to the shelter. Do you, do you think that's I wonder why that is. Is it the, hmm. And how would they know? Aliens. My family rescues cats, and Nana in England rescued cats and dogs. Hold on a second. Let me get my girl so she stops whining. You hear? I brought somebody to say hi. Come here, Ollie. Come here. Up here. Up. Up. Can you, I don't know if you can see him. Oh wait. Here, let's go on the other side. Here, Ollie, come on this side. Come here. Up here. Up. Don't get in my lap. You know. Here's my boy. This is my boy. Say hi. You love mama? You love mama? You take care of mama? Yep. Let me kisses. Wait, make this. Make it kisses. Let me get kisses. He's a good boy. This is my boy. This I've never had a dog that so intently, except the little one over here, the brown one. She does as well, but he looks at you. He watches and he looks at your face. No, please. They're playing with each other now. You're gonna hear. You may hear growling. That's his playing. He growl plays all the time. When these two, they have bonded. My little brown dog Rocky and Ollie have bonded. The other one, my other um, dogs, you can hear her barking. She's out there. She has the starts of dementia, and they say she has Cushing's. She's about 13, and so she's starting to have some issues and stuff. She's very growly, and she's, if it ever gets to be really bad, we'll have to deal with that. But so far, she's okay. But she doesn't play well. She'll play well for 2 seconds, and then she's done. Done. Do not touch me. I will growl at you. Um, but yeah, she's white, beautiful baby girl. But let's see here. Oh, so MTT says, Susie here. Many people speak bad on the rescue because of their rules. Did I see? Hi, Eileen. There you are. Hi. Hi. Good to see you. It's good to see you guys that I haven't seen in what is it, 2 weeks now? So Matrix says you shouldn't be. I don't work with any rescue that isn't transparent. They probably do that to see if they can get more money out of you based on your living arrangements. So is that, you think that's why they tell you, don't rehome them, to give them back to them so that they can get more money? Hey Eileen, good to see you. Tina says, we all love you and we will always love you. Whatever your desires and dreams are, go for it. We are here to support whatever you are doing. Just remember, you rock. I do. No, a lot. This way and sometimes this way. And Abe, I used to say I loved animals, but then someone reminded me wasps were animals, so I don't say that anymore. Oh, let's see. Ava, hey, hi there. She says, I have the original Star Trek figures with stands. I loved the original series. My husband and original series. I grew up on all that. I'm old. But yeah, we had actually growing up, we had Star Trek or Star Wars figures. My brothers and I. My husband has a couple Star Trek things. He has a um, don't worry about my dog barking. She does that all the time. She just sits there and yip. What time is it? Oh, she starts yipping and yapping about half an hour before feeding time to let us know it's almost feeding time. And so you'll hear it. It is what it is. Ava Smith says she's old too. Ugh. Some days I feel older, some days not so much. It just depends. Let's see. Matrix is adding, they wouldn't tell her the cost of the adoption until after home inspection. Oh, okay. Oh, all of the Star Trek and Star Wars and stuff like that. Alien. It's good to see you, by the way. We have a mixed community here. In this, we have at least two communities. We have the true crime trial community, and we have the 90-day, what we call the 90-day community, and we have, the 90-day community is my friend John Yates, and a lot of the mods here are his mods as well, and I'm very thankful for them being here as well in my chat too. I'm still waiting to see. I don't guess that John's internet is going. Sorry, I just read something that made me laugh. Sorry, I shouldn't have looked at that. So, some. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, so we're kind of hoping that we could do the Seeking Sister Wives stuff tonight, but it looks like it's going to be tomorrow. John's neck of the woods is having internet issues. They have like one. He's said this before in his lives that they have like one tower where he's at, and everybody's there for the Easter weekend, and so it's strained, and he was unable to get his internet to work. So hopefully it will be better tomorrow. I need to remember to tell him that I've got stuff to do. I have to be somewhere at 2 p.m. my time. So tomorrow. Now you're crying again? Ain't he beautiful though? He a beautiful boy. He's fluff. Ollie. Ollie, look. Ollie, look. Ollie, look. There you are. There, her beautiful face. It's time for a haircut. Getting close to it. But yeah, he's beautiful. He's very, the things that he was trained at, he's very good at. Like if you tell him to place, if you open the front door and say place, he will stay in place. If I say place and walk around the living room, he'll continue to stay in that place until I remember to say, oh, you can get up now. I did that one time and then forgot I'd said it. And I came back, I think it was about 30 minutes later, and he was still sitting in the same place. Whoops, I forgot. But yes, he does. Aw, have a doodle and aw. Yes, he's a sweetheart. He is Oliver, but I have to every now and again use his name so he doesn't forget that he's also an Oliver. Hi, Stephen. Hello. Anybody want to come up? Wow, I've been going on about dogs for about an hour now. Who knew I had it in me? Hi, Crystal. A lot of names that I know from all of our little networks are Drazo is John's brother. Let's see here. So, Ava, is your doodle the best dog you've ever had? Like that's how I feel about this. That's my son. Hello, son. Oh, I swear that my doodle is the best dog that I've ever had. He is absolutely. I told my husband when we first got, I cannot believe we've never had a doodle before. We had family members on my husband's side who raised them, or they did, and I heard that they were like high maintenance. And yeah, he doesn't do well if you leave the house. He just, he has to have other dogs with him. He has to have all his toys. You have to bring all of his stuff out and make sure he's got all his stuff and he knows where it is. And yeah, he's persnickety on some things, but he's a dream dog. He is absolutely awesome. Let's see. I had an Ollie when I was a kid, but it was short for cauliflower. Oh, that's cute. And Crystal says, I have a Storm, a Blitz, and a Hunka. They are all German Shepherds. Wow. I used to be afraid of big dogs, and I got my own big dog, and I'm no longer afraid of dogs. So got over that. With autism, it happens sometimes. Certain odd fears, like I have a fear of frogs. I call it frogophobia. I will, I will not if I hear a frog in, you know, around a property. My husband wanted to live in a certain property, and all of a sudden I started hearing frogs croaking, and I said, "Nope, we are not living here. Nope." And I promptly turned around and walked off the property. So, yes, that is a fear that I have not gotten rid of yet. And since I don't come across frogs that often, I just don't worry about it. So, Ava says, hands down, she is, but my Ollie is a cockapoo who is also great dog. He's technically a doodle as well. Oh, yes, because of the poodle part, right? So it's a, yeah. I have mixed dogs. All of mine are mixed. I have the Chiweenies and my Ollie Doodle, Labradoodle. But yes, if you need a service dog, get yourself a doodle. Holy mackerel, he is amazing. So Crystal says, Mama Storm is pregnant, due March 29th, the day before my daughter's birthday. Oh, that's 2 days after John's birthday. I have to keep reminding myself, or I will forget it. Oh, see? Uh-oh. John's birthday is on Wednesday. No one forget that, I think, right? Did I count that right? Wednesday. So, ugh, I am so bad. If my husband tells me, okay, we got this thing coming up, I either drive myself nuts trying to remember, or I completely forget it and then am totally surprised we have something to do. So I cannot win. I can never remember we got stuff going on. My husband has to tell me, like, if we have to go somewhere, he will tell me at least 45 minutes, the date, 45 minutes earlier than the time we actually have to be there, just to make sure that I am in and out of the house. That's a whole autism thing. It's I don't like to get ready until the very last minute, until I walk out the door. And so I have to, he gives me a time, and that's the time I shoot for. Like, when we go live, I have to remember that I need to be sitting here at a certain time before we go live, so that I'm not going live when we're actually scheduled to be live. So it's a whole thing. I hate time. It was not fun trying to do time in different time zones for trials. So, uh, so we have a boy in the neighborhood who's terrified. Aw, I used to be that way. I used to be afraid of any dog, anything that moved, scurried, did all the things. And I've gotten better about dogs. I don't think I was ever afraid of cats. I used to say that I was afraid because this is before I knew about autism and stuff, that I thought it was because at one time I'd been knocked down a flight of stairs by a larger dog, and so I thought maybe that was it. But then coming to find out that within autism, there are times, or there are things that, fears that do happen. Like one time when I was getting my son, getting his diagnosis and stuff, I was in the waiting room and I was knitting, and about an 18-year-old, I think, came in, and he saw my knitting needles and lost it and had to run out of the room. And I felt so bad. I had no idea that could be something that, he was fearful of the knitting needles. So I put him away, and he was able to come back in the room. And I had no idea that was a thing, but I learned. So let's see here. Sophie says, I always start getting ready a couple hours before I have to leave. I hate being late. I don't it For me, I have this thing about getting ready too soon or whatever. Like, I don't like getting up in the morning and putting my makeup on the first thing. I like to do it all before I have to leave the house. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's like we've said, the spectrum is a broad thing. There's a lot of degrees on it. There's a lot of differences. There's some that we, people who are savant. There are people who, may be highly intelligent in one area and just not so much in another. Like I am that way. I cannot do math. I have to count on my fingers. I can't do a calculator. They have something, I forget what they call it. Something about dyscalculia. No, I don't know. Can't do calculus-itis. That's what I call it. Cannot do calculators-itis. Whatever that is, I have that, and I can't. I cannot make a calculator work. Can't remember to do it. But my son is he is extremely good in math. They don't even know how he does the math. He writes how you're supposed to do it when they tell you got to show, like show your work. He'll do the math the way they tell him and show it, but in his head he's doing something completely different than that. And they don't know how he does it. And they've tried to ask him. He doesn't do well with open-ended questions. Neither do I. Don't ask me what I want for dinner. That's just never going to be answered by me. I usually pass. If we want to go out to eat, I'll ask my son, so what would you like to eat? And he already knows the restaurants that he likes, so he already has that closed into that question. So he already has it prepared in his mind for this week. It's going to be this. Next week it's going to be something else or whatever. So I wait for him to say where he wants to eat, because then I just go, okay, we'll go there, and then that's how we deal with that. I hate open-ended questions. Do you use the Quick? It's like having a calculator on your computer. No, I have no need for that. I avoid anything to do with. I love numbers. Now I count everything. I count the stairs. I numbers are my. I love them, but I don't like. I struggle with math. I don't. It's a learning disability. So. To say, somebody says, I'm a highly intelligent woman, maybe in one subject, maybe in one thing, but there are other things that I am not highly intelligent at, and I have in the past flunked an IQ test. So there. Just kidding. I know you can't flunk an IQ test. That's my joke. And yes, Oh, another thing I heard, and here's another thing that about some people on the spectrum. There are people who can get jokes. There are people who can't get jokes. There are people who can be funny, can't get jokes, or can't get jokes and can't be funny. I am the one. I come with the funnies. People say it all the time that especially in text, I'm more funny when I'm typing in chat rooms and stuff like that. It just kind of pops out. Whatever comes in my head is what I put in the chat. So if y'all are, see me come in and I'm, putting something in and it makes no sense to what's going on, it's just because it was a thought in my head and it popped out and I had to type it. But yeah, so funny, I can do funny. Okay, so I do like to go to comedy clubs. We have a friend of ours that is a comedian, and we have been several times to listen to him. And I like his style, and I like his delivery. And because I can follow that, unless I have to ask my husband, what did that mean? And then he'll have to explain it, and then it ruins the joke. But whatever. But I do like comedy. I love being humorous. I love being funny. But it does drive him crazy that I don't always get the joke or get the gist, or that if he's popping out some sarcasm, I'm sitting over there going, "Oh, really?" He goes, "No, honey, I'm being sarcastic." Oh, because I'm a literal thinker, so I think things or understand things literally, and he's sarcastic in a fun way, not in a mean way, but and then he looks at me like, okay. And then so he'll go use the sarcasm on my son, who gets it, and I don't. So there you go. Oh, let's see. My son can do jokes, maybe not intentionally, and voice impressions, but doesn't get the joke. Yes. And Stephen says, I'm going to go relax. Been a busy day. Have a great stream, Addie. See everyone. Bye. Bye. See you later, Stephen. Oh, let's see. We got that one. So you did better in statistics, but it was based on the ice cream and UK basketball. Oh my goodness. Algebra, I actually did pretty good with algebra. I think it's because it's kind of sort of like puzzle like, and that's how I see it. I don't know if it's really that, but I absolutely did enjoy algebra. Yeah, and I still had to count on my hands and stuff, and my toes and everything else, but yeah, I did like algebra. My husband gets so mad at me. He says we can't ever get out of the house before 5 p.m. It's so true. Seems like I can't ever be ready until 5, around 5. That's the time my dogs start telling me between 4:30 and 5 is when my little one you hear out here yapping. She starts telling us it's almost time. It's almost time. Food. Let's see. I also need to stop saying let's see. Uh, Susie says there's a young comedian Troy Bond and he's hilarious and he is autistic. I'll have to look that name up. I have not heard of him. And Eileen says that's me. I loved algebra but hated geometry. Oh, good lord. I can't do fractions. That's probably part of the reason why cooking doesn't excite me at all. I have no interest in cooking at all. I have a husband who does all the cooking, and we knew that about me when I was young. And my mother always said, "You're going to make sure you marry a chef, marry a cook, somebody who can cook," because she tried to teach me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I have no interest in this whatsoever." And part of it is because I don't do well with fractions, and so this whole measuring thing, I can see all the measuring cups out, and I can't pick one up and go, "I know what this number is, what this is going to be just by looking at it." I look at it and go, nope, that doesn't, I can't see like ratios and stuff. So I let my husband have all, not let, but he does all the cooking. He is very good at it, and I am very blessed. And he makes some of the best burnt ends. I don't know if you've ever had pork burnt ends, but they are so good. He does those for special occasions. So going back up here a little bit to Abe, he says, I'm great at math. Just don't ask me to spell. Spelling used to be my thing. Growing up, words, letters, that kind of thing. I was really good at spelling. Also good at learning foreign languages, that kind of thing. Used to be fluent in Spanish, and if you don't use it, you do lose it. You get rusty, and I miss that. I tried to learn Portuguese, which is very close. I could actually understand some Portuguese, especially watching the shows when they go to Brazil and they're speaking Portuguese. If Larissa or some of the girls from Brazil are speaking it, I can understand it quite a bit. But it says I've never won a game of Scrabble, and Scrabble used to be my favorite game. I've gotten negative score several times. Some people are number people. Some people are word people. Some people are combo of both and not very good at either. So wicked. I had to take, what is that, 0.95 algebra in college 3 times. That's equivalent to high school algebra. I have basic math. I'm good. Yes. I just avoid anything where I have to do anything math related. So let's see. Oh, I like geometry because of pyramids. Because of the pyramids. My husband cooked too because I can't, and it's okay. I always wanted to be the housewife that stands at the door with the slippers and a stogie and a pearls around the neck. But then I tried cooking for 1 month to make meals for the family, and I'm like, yeah, this is not my thing. I am not enjoying this. I enjoy doing things for my family, but cooking, eh. Hi, Deadly. Oh my goodness. Hey, good to see you. Yay. Awesome. I'm glad you found this little place of mine that has nothing on it much. Welcome to my world. Oh, were you? I was kind of wondering. I did notice that you were talking about something we talked about earlier. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you got to make sure that that live button is red. And if it's not red, then you're backed up a little bit. So, but let's see. Hope you're doing good, Deadly. I'm getting ready to go get ready for dinner. Dinner is in 15 minutes. So, well, I am glad that everybody decided to hang out with me for a little bit. I will work on subjects and stuff and see what I can come up with so that we can um, do stuff more. I also need to make sure that I keep a list and watch everybody else who might be live or might be going live so I don't interfere with their lives. And if anybody wants to do lives together, let me know. I'm always game to do whatever, talk about whatever. And I thank everybody for being here and listening to me talk about dogs and math and absolutely not much else. And oh, and autism. So, anywho, I thank you so much for being here. I hope that you guys have a great evening, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow with John. And hopefully, what I've got going on doesn't go too late. If he can go on, if his internet is better tomorrow, then maybe we'll be doing that. We'll try to do the Seeking Sister Wives thing again tomorrow, and we go live on his channel and mine at the same time. Abe, I'm so glad you're here. I, I always did enjoy you being in the chats and stuff, and if anything ever seemed like I was a control freak or anything like that, it wasn't. I was just simply trying to run a chat. Oh, one day maybe I'll discuss the whys behind how for almost 7 years that my mods and I ran the chat the way we did. We actually started running it that way for court chatter, but I'm kind of glad to see that the network is going to take stuff in a different direction, and I hope that they do very well with it. I'm keeping an eye and I'm watching, and but I'll be over here doing stuff. Let's see. One last comment. My Ollie has been diagnosed with dementia, Addie. I'm on my second med cocktail for him per my vet. He's gotten so much worse. He's 14 years old, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah, she's getting she's more barky now than she was, and she's more for my youngest. She's always been growly with him. I think it's because of him being on the spectrum and stuff. She doesn't necessarily react to him as like because of that. I don't know, but she does a little bit with me. But she's better with me because I think she sees me as mama. So but still she is starting to be more growly and stuff, and barks a lot for no reason. And she loves her papa. That's what we call my husband's called Papa. Not by me, but by the kids. But anyway, she loves him, and she'll sit there and just yap and yap and yap until he pays attention to her. Yeah. Okay, Wicked. Yes, I'm getting ready to go off and get some dinner. Thank you, everyone, for being here and putting up with me. Good to see you, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow with John.